Activity started.
Okay everybody, it's Carlos, it's Wednesday, and this is my second attempt at recording the Wednesday show. I'm not sure what happened the first time around, but them's the breaks. I think I must have not pressed the right button on my Sony. So I recorded a show for nobody, just me. But it gives me a chance of going over what I was talking about. It's probably Rob coming back to me on the message. I still haven't got far enough away from my house to lose the Wi-Fi signal. Today I'm off downtown to visit some of my dinosaur running friends. It's happening now every couple of weeks pretty much that we're meeting up. Today we're going to meet up at the James Bay Coffee and Books, which is a very nice place that has vinyl records, cassette tapes, books, photographs, all sorts of memorabilia from bygone ages. Plus they have very good coffee and they have very friendly wait staff. Most of our dinosaur meetings have been all male affairs, but today I'm recruiting for women by offering them women eat for free as an incentive. So hopefully we might see a few women today. There are women runners out there. It's just that we're running out of things to talk about nowadays. We've gone through most of our topics about running. And yeah, it should be fun. It always is nice to see the guys and maybe the gals too. Most of us are retired now, so we don't really have too much scheduling issues. I'm taking a longer walk to get to the bus because I'm a couple of hours early basically for the meeting. I have a book to take back to the library and I can catch the bus on Shelbourne Street, catch the 27, which will take me into town, and then I catch I think it's the 31, I'm not sure. I know the bus. I've taken it quite a few times before. I'm not certain of the number, but that's okay. I won't get lost. Having a lot of fun with the Your 5 Minutes podcast that I instituted a few weeks ago. This week will be episode 4. As I said before, it's good to get on this before there are too many episodes, so you can keep track and follow the progress of our contributors. There are going to be a few familiar voices today. I think Suzanne has a couple of submissions, one with her dog Travis and one with her describing how to make pickles. I also have some new subscribers, some new contributors I should say. Hopefully there'll be subscribers too, but at least they are contributing. Honest Jim from England and his buddy Peter Harwich. They both sent me very interesting 5-minute files. I've got to cross the street here, hang on. Oh no, he's turning. That's good. He's crossing Kenmore. This show will go out a little bit later because I'm recording it with the Sony, which means that I have to wait till I get home before I can upload it to Spreaker. But that's not a big deal. Most people listen to my Wednesday show on Thursday anyway, so
kilometers, average pace 14 minutes, 31 seconds per kilometer.
Average pace 14:31. Yep, that's the first time check. Every 5 minutes she's going to butt in and say something about my progress. My run this morning was good. I did a slight increase in distance from my standard loop, but the reason I did what I did was because obviously if you're in running shape, going from 2.5 kilometers to 4.5 kilometers is not a major problem, considering throughout the week I would probably be varying between 1.5 and 2.5 hours of running. But I have lost all that aerobic conditioning that I had in the past. So the increases will be incremental, small increases. So rather than go for 2 laps, which would be an extra 12 or 15 minutes to my time, I decided to go from my last standard 1 loop time of 18 minutes. And I increased it by 2 minutes. So each run that I do in future will be a slight increase on the previous run that I did. And I'm trying to alternate a run day with a bicycle and gym day. But with such short runs I could probably do a short run followed by a gym session. But today I decided to do my short run and then a reasonably long walk to get to and from the bus system. Plus I have to buy coffee. That's the main thing. I've gone for a whole day without caffeine. That's not strictly true. I think I had some iced tea, which might have had some caffeine, but not very much. One of the problems with the hot weather and me, or not just me, but with beer drinkers in general, is that we tend to drink to keep from feeling hot. But on a hot day, we tend to drink a little more than we need to, and then we start feeling a little bit tipsy, if you know what I mean. So I'm using the iced tea as a way of refreshing my thirst without getting drunk, or more drunk. My new beer is pretty strong, actually. I don't think I could handle more than 2 a day without having some effects like having to sleep in the afternoon, that kind of thing. If I have 2 beers at lunchtime, I feel quite sleepy by 3 o'clock. Anyway, enough of this. On we go across Lambrick Park. Somebody's doing some work on the bleachers here. They painted them the other day. Now they're grinding down the welds or something or other. I'm not sure exactly what. But I will stop talking as soon as that machine gets too noisy. Oh no, it's just a leaf blower. They're cleaning the area under the bleachers, getting rid of all the dead leaves. Hello.
Morning.
Bleachers are looking good.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Yeah, you cleaned up all the dead leaves and stuff.
Yeah, I'm the power washer guy, so they had these off, but they didn't have them off here, so I'm just waiting for a guy to bring me a fitting so I can finish there, and they spilled some paint, so I get that off.
All right.
And then all this.
You're going to paint the...
I don't know, that's not, they don't own that, I don't think, so I don't know if they're going to paint it or not.
All right, have a good day.
Yeah, you too.
1 second. Distance 0.72 kilometers. Average pace 13 minutes 26 seconds per kilometer.
So I'm going to try and get down to 12 minutes per kilometer pace, but yesterday, oh no, when was it I recorded for you last? Sunday, that's right. That was my Plan C show. And unfortunately, because I had the Sony hanging in its little, my reading glasses case from my shirt, it was rustling on every step. It sounded a little bit like one of those 45 records as it span. It was like that. Pretty much the cadence that I have now, but that day I managed to do 2 hours of walking, and my average pace was below 12 minutes, but that was because I was swinging my arms freely. Today I'm holding my Sony so that you don't get that clothing noise that you were getting on that show. But I should be able to maintain 13, not too much trouble. It's not really that important. The important thing is to be exercising my ankle, keep it fluid, keep it moving, wake up the nerves, get them acclimatized. So, yes, I have a show ready to post. The YFM is ready, number 4. But I was promised one more submission from another chappie in England. But if it comes in late, I will just put it in next week. I try and post them chronologically as I receive them. I add them to my file. And I already have the half hour done. There were a couple of submissions that were just a few seconds short, so I put a little bit of intro gap type music to make up the 5-minute slot. So basically I'm offering you all 5 minutes of airtime on my shared site. I'd like you to talk about anything specific that to your interest, like for instance, I don't know, I don't want to spoil the show, but I have had some interesting points of view from people that we know as runners who have come up with other topics. I'm thinking that it's quite hard to keep a podcast going just on running topics. There's just so many ways of saying just train hard and regularly. Here we go. There's a young Vietnamese lady running. She waited at the lights like I did to cross. Oh, now somebody's pouring cement. Okay, a gang of cement pourers are here. I will have to shut up once again. there was a second cement mixing truck waiting to offload its cement, and the gang of 6 men were told to stop while they brought the next truck forward. I guess you can't really hang around with cement. You have to pour it and flatten it out as soon as you can, because it will set quite quickly in this weather. Just taking a shortcut that I know across Blair Park to get away from as much potential noise as possible. Yeah, I'm safe now, safe from the noise. I don't mind recording while I'm walking. I'd rather be running, obviously, and I'm sure you would rather hear me running. But now that I've understood the problems of hanging the microphone from my shirt, I have to compromise my pace a little bit. When I'm walking with the voice recorder in my hand, I can't get the cadence quite as smooth as when I'm walking with both hands free, which was why I could maintain such a good pace on Saturday. I could change hands on the recorder, I've just done that. So now I'm holding it in my left and swinging my right hand. The arm swing noise isn't an issue because I have the wind filter on the device. It's just if I keep my arm straight, the microphone is a little further away from my mouth. And another annoying noise interlude. Any guesses? Yep, you're right. An old gas mower. If I'm calculating this walk correctly, it's 2.5 kilometers at 14 minutes, so that's going to be 28, and that's going to be 36. That's going to be basically my standard show. So that's good. I can do this from start to finish without having to press pause at all. The average pace will let me know, even with the chat breaks that I've had, how I'm doing in terms of real time. Plus the runkeeper lady, she's going to be telling me I should be coming up to 15 very soon. Oh no, it'll be 20. That's right. The 15 probably happened in the middle of all that noise. So the fire situation in BC is pretty critical. We have at least 100 fires burning in the interior. Nothing major on the island, which is great because we'd get the direct effect of the smoke. If it was on the island, we would be able to smell it. I know that in Vancouver they can smell the smoke coming from the mainland, coming from the interior. But there is this high altitude haze that's been making our sunsets and our sunrises very red the past couple of days. I'm just hoping it's not going to spoil Dwayne's eclipse of the sun. He's coming to Washington or Oregon. I think he's coming to Oregon to see it.
1.49 kilometers, average pace 13 minutes 20 seconds per kilometer.
No, it's coming down. It's coming down from 14 plus to 13 and a bit. Very soon I'll be on Blair Avenue. And then I take another side road and another laneway, which will bring me back to the main University Heights shopping centre. And there I'll drop off my book at the library and check my app to see when the next 27 or 28 bus is due. This might be a little bit early for the library. So I was explaining my out and back at Lambrick. 20 minutes I ran this morning, speaking to nobody in particular. My recorder was off for some reason. Because of the wind filter, I can't see the little light and the display on the screen. But I've learnt to use the sound of the buttons. One beep means it's recording, one beep means it's stopped, two beeps means it's paused. And I started it up in the usual way, and then I heard two beeps. I don't know if I paused it by mistake or whether it didn't get started, but it was kind of annoying, but that would have been a shorter show than today. That would have been about 25 minutes total. I even recorded the news for you before I started my run. That's a 4-minute podcast that I listen to. It's an hourly update from the CBC, the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation. Sometimes it's interesting to hear news from a slightly different point of view than what you're used to. We hear a lot of American news, and you obviously do hear a lot of American news, but it's well worth keeping an open mind to other interpretations of the world's news. My ankle is still a little bit twitchy, but it was before. Even before my operation, I had pain in that ankle. It's been the bane of my career as a runner. But that's okay, I can live with how it was before. And it's only getting better. The tendon is attached, which is the main thing, so other than that, it's just to try and iron out the niggling pain that I get once in a while when I overdo it. So that's why I'm being very cautious with my build-up. Today is Wednesday. I ran on Monday. I ran on Wednesday. Monday I ran 1.5 kilometers and filmed that little episode at the aqua park, the kids' play park. That sort of messed up my timing for the run, but that was okay. It was very close to the end of my run, but I spent 4 or 5 minutes waiting for that bucket of water to eventually fill and tip onto the kids. But I caught that in video form. You've probably seen it. That was worth waiting for. I'm not competing anymore, so my timing and my speed is almost irrelevant to everybody, including me. I just want to stay active and stay running as long as I can possibly maintain the running form. I should be up to running an hour by the beginning of winter. At the moment, 20 minutes is my maximum run, and that was today. Yeah, I think I just missed another announcement. That would have been 25 minutes, I believe. So 30 minutes will get me to the library, which is about 2.5 kilometers from my house, going this way. Lots of great pictures coming in on the Friends of the Seeker photography page. I was thinking about using the notes and the comments not at the bottom of the picture but above, at the top of the page. When I see a photograph of interest that we might need to identify the plant or the animal or whatever, I will find the relevant link on Wikipedia if I can find it and post it in the notes. And eventually I will delete that once everybody's read it.
34 seconds, distance 2.01 kilometers, average pace 13 minutes 14 seconds per kilometer.
Yep, as I predicted, it's coming down. Now I'm going to have to cross the main road. Hang on a sec. That's my sound for crossing. Straight ahead of me is the Home Depot. I won't follow the sidewalk because that would be too close to the traffic. I will cut across the parking lot of the University Heights shopping center. I think I'll cut through the mall. Saves a bit of noise. A little bit of an acoustic change for you. Home Depot. So the unmistakable smell of Home Depot, all the building materials, the sawdust, the paint, the plasterboard, the music. Hello.
Good morning, Bernie.
Good morning, Rita.
Hi. Passing the post office, which is part of the dry cleaners here. My Kenyan friend has received the parcel that he needs to pay $24 customs for the parcel that I sent him, and I believe he doesn't have that money. So we'll see if he ever gets that parcel. I tried very hard to give him a pair of shoes, but he obviously either wanted me to send him more money or he's going to have to borrow. So now I'm in Save On Foods. I'll just walk straight through. On the way back I'm going to buy coffee. I just saw the store detective, somebody I know. I didn't really want to get into conversation with him right now. I'm on a mission. I'm going to stop walking and I'm going to stop recording when I get to the library. That'll be it for me for today, and you can look forward to your 5 minutes at midnight on Thursday to give the last person a chance. Well, the person who said that he was going to try and send me something later in the week, whatever that means. Alright, so apart from the traffic noise, this has been quite a pleasant walk for me. I hope you have enjoyed listening to me yakking away as usual, bringing you up to date on the comings and goings in Jackal Land. When you start recording audio, you realize how noisy a city is, especially on a work day. They're fixing sidewalks, they're pouring cement, they're mowing lawns, they're blowing leaves, all that sort of good stuff. So I have another pedestrian light to wait for. So yet another road to cross. As I approach the library. I've just finished reading a book about Inspector Frost. The book is called A Hard Frost. And if you checked on my Facebook page, you would see that I shared the video link to YouTube where that particular episode was based on that book that I just finished reading, which I'm now returning to the library. So this is about it for me. Let me just pause this. Yep, I paused it at 34 minutes, so I can just about guarantee that I can finish this show off with an update from the Runkeeper lady. And a photograph if it works for me today. That's okay.
It's not. Thank you.
Is the library open?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, bye-bye, everybody.